we do have a few days of typical Texas weather over the course of the first half of the week. The latter half of the week, though, doesn't look too bad. For right now, unfortunately, yes, our highs today are in the 100, 101 range. That is higher than our norm of 96. And then overnight tonight, we are cooling down only into the low 80s, upper 70s. So we will be quite warm for the next few days, and that will give us heat advisory conditions. We have that effective through 8 p.m. tonight for now. Pretty soon we'll see the National Weather Service probably extend that for tomorrow. Could go as late as Wednesday at 8 p.m. After that, though, things change. Not too bad for July. Low to medium today in your allergy forecast. Again, most of that is grass. That's been pretty consistent over the last few days. So we will probably see that go up over the next couple of days, unfortunately. But then again, weather changes later in the week, and we could see that change as well. So here's what we're looking at in terms of the tropical update. Here's some good news for sure. Really nothing going out there. This is the main development region. Behind me you see Western Africa here. That part of the Atlantic Basin between there and the Caribbean, that's our main development region. That's where you mostly see all of this get started. I mean, we saw Beryl go all the way through the basin, up through the Caribbean, up into the Gulf of Mexico, and no advisories from the National Hurricane Center as anything to watch. And we will take that with most of Houston still dealing with power outages. So we will take the respite on that for sure. Now, we do have things happening in our weather. We have the ridge of high pressure, which we are used to this high pressure ridge being very stubborn over us in the summer. That's what makes our summer season. We have that ridge build up, and then it just kind of sits there for 3 months. But here's the thing. We're going to see this degrade a little bit and move further to the west. That will allow this jet stream to come further down and get us again in a northwest flow here. With that northwest flow will come a cold front, actually a pair of them, one of them late Wednesday, early Thursday, and then another one in time for the weekend. Those will help us keep temperatures down to where we only have triple digits for a few days this forecast, and then hey, things look quite a bit better. So I want to show you this 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. I don't normally like these very much. I don't like to put them out there. They're a lot of social media fodder for people trying to make forecasts out of this. Here's the difference. This is an outlook, not a forecast. A forecast is saying, here's what we think is going to happen. An outlook says, yeah, this is the trends that we're seeing. So it may seem like apples are apples and oranges to some. I will tell you here that this is pretty well consistent with what we're seeing, and so I wanted to illustrate for you and let this do what we can with it to show that over the next 6 to 10 days, we do actually look to have temperatures below normal. Normal, again, like I showed you, is about 96 degrees. Looks like we're in the low to mid 90s. Now, normal is 96. Below normal is 94. So it's not, I mean, I'm not looking at a big change. We're not looking at highs in the 70s here, but upper 80s, low 90s. We'll take that in the summer, certainly in July, and we will take all the rain we can get as well. And we got some of that coming too. So here's the forecast. Let's just put all of this together in the next few days. Again, 100, 101 here. Looks like Wednesday probably going to be our warmest day, but Wednesday night, we have that cold front coming in. Now, Wednesday night, Thursday morning does look like we could have a round of showers and thunderstorms. Doesn't look widespread, doesn't look severe at this point, but should be at least a few showers and storms coming through. Could be a late Wednesday, early Thursday morning event. We'll get more timing on that as we get closer. And then 90s. We get rid of the orange numbers, get rid of the triple digits, and we run the 90s for the rest of the forecast period. So Thursday and Friday, we're in the mid 90s. Now, mid 90s again Saturday. You notice we start to kind of warm up a little bit. Then another cold front comes in sometime Saturday, possibly late Saturday into Sunday. Again, we're far enough away, timing still has to be refined, but we could see more showers and thunderstorms, and Sunday we could be in the low 90s. I'm hoping that maybe some of these other forecast attempts that I've seen have us in the upper 80s. I wouldn't mind that as well. So make sure you're staying cool. Make sure over the next few days that you're avoiding outdoor exposure during peak heating. Get what you have to get done early in the morning, late in the evening. Stay hydrated as well, because when you have those dew points go up, as I've mentioned, Those heat advisories are in place because the heat index values could be 105, 106, 107. People tell me all the time, why does the heat index matter? Why is that so important? Why do we need to pay attention to that? If it feels like this temperature, just tell me it's this temperature. The reason that matters is because it's harder for your body to regulate its temperature. If you've been following this pretty consistently, you've heard me explain this many times, but it does make a difference. You sweat to regulate your temperature. Now, I said that weird, tend to get kind of tongue-tied, and I've got noise in the background that's distracting me, but all that to say that you regulate your temperature by sweating. Now, not by the act of sweating itself, but by that sweat evaporating off of you. Same thing is when you jump in the pool, and it might be a warm day, but if there's a breeze, you step out of that pool, ooh, it's chilly. Because the wind is evaporating that water off of you, and that's taking heat away. Okay, so that's how that works. And when you have higher dew points, low 60s, 70s, in some places mid 70s, those are really soupy dew points, really muggy air. It's harder for you to evaporate that into the air because the air is humid and moist as well. So just bear in mind, again, the next few days you will have to be careful, but there is relief on the way. Stay tuned for more updates from South Metro Weather.